Lucy and I had been inseparable for 8 years. We grew up on the same block, attended the same schools, and eventually ended up at nearby universities. Back in high school, we both became close with David. When I was 16 and he was nearly 18, David and I started dating. Everyone at school knew about us, and honestly, he was a great partner. We eventually split up after a year and a half when long distance during his first year of college proved too difficult. I ended things without any cheating, screaming matches, or messy drama. We remained on good terms, occasionally checking in every couple of months just to catch up. A few months after our breakup, Lucy confessed that she had always carried a torch for David and asked if I would be comfortable with her pursuing him. I was head over heels in love with my new boyfriend, Mark, and genuinely didn't care. So I gave her my full blessing. My only boundary came later, when Lucy suggested a double date. Mark was understandably uncomfortable having dinner with my ex-boyfriend, so I politely declined. Lucy was oddly offended, but I brushed it off. About a year and a half into their relationship, Lucy threw a party with mostly her university friends. Since I did not know many people there, David was one of the few familiar faces. Yet every single time I tried to start a conversation with him, Lucy appeared out of nowhere to pull one of us away with a flimsy excuse. By the third time, I took the hint and kept my distance. When the night ended, David offered to drive me back to my paying guest accommodation. Lucy immediately jumped into the passenger seat, watching me with intense paranoia the entire ride as if her boyfriend were going to leap into the back seat at a red light. After that night, I pulled back, only responding when she texted first and cutting off communication with David entirely. Fast forward to a few weeks ago, Mark and I broke up after 2 years together. I was already drowning in stress from work, homesickness, and heartbreak when Lucy invited me over to cheer me up. Instead of comforting me, she immediately began complaining that David had been distant, choosing video games with his friends over their planned dates. Then came the kicker. She asked if I thought his behavior had something to do with me. When I stared at her in disbelief, she clarified that she was not accusing me of anything yet, but was deeply worried that now that I was single, I would try to make a move on her boyfriend. That was my breaking point. I told her plainly that if she was this insecure about my history with David, she never should have dated him in the first place. I reminded her that I would never go after a taken man, least of all my best friend's partner. Out of sheer frustration, I even showed her my text history with David to prove we had barely spoken, a courtesy I did not even owe her. I called her deeply insecure, walked out, and blocked her on every platform.